Welcome to Online PE. My name is Mr. Olson and I am the host of this class. Thank you for joining us here today. Real quick, we'll talk about what happens here in Online PE. It is a lifelong fitness class where we'll be doing health-related things along with exercising nearly every day and getting up and getting moving. As you may have noticed, kids are not getting the same amount of activity as they used to get before coronavirus hit. So now we got to make sure we get them moving, and that's my job, to try to help out to create those habits that are healthy and they'll continue doing for the rest of their time, for the rest of their lives. So we have a growth mindset. We're staying healthy and active and fit. It's just what they want to do. They aim for some goals here and to continue working hard each day. And our goal is that we get your heart rate up to about 150 beats per minute for at least 20 minutes, 5 days a week. A little bit about the change this year is that the state does have an online camera requirement. So for kids to be marked as present, they have to be seen in class, different than it was last year. So kids that are choosing to work out at home, they're also taking that commitment on that they will be on camera and seen, which can be very hard if you allow one student in your group not to have their camera on, because you don't know what that student's doing. They could be watching other people. It's making it uncomfortable. So we want to make sure that 100% of the kids that are exercising in my class, they have their camera on. If they don't have their camera on, if I cannot see them, we send them to a breakout room. That breakout room is an identical room. I have it set up here so that they will see the same workout that everybody else sees, but they won't be able to see other students. So that's the way I eliminate that, my own little hack here that I put together. And it really creates a great environment so that everybody who's working out in my class knows that others are not watching them. Okay, it's a safe, healthy environment. I'm there keeping track of kids. And here's how we grade those kids that are in that class. It looks something like this. You'll see that we have, if you're there on time, best effort, best behavior, 100%. And I do start class every day exactly on time. If you miss class, you can do that a few times, up to 100 points. I'll go over that in just a few minutes of how you can still get 100 points. We do warm-ups before our workouts, and that's 20 points of the 100 points. The other 80 points would be coming from the workout. Now, during our workouts, if I give kids a warning the first time saying, hey, I can't see you on camera, you have to be seen. If I can't see them, I'll send them to the breakout room. If they're not being active, that they're just sitting down resting and they haven't told me they have a medical issue, then I have to deduct their grade 10% each time after that first warning. So it's a good way to keep kids moving and motivated. It's a little bit, it does help when you hold kids accountable. If you have a student who cannot exercise or who does not want to exercise, I will send them to the breakout room. They can stay on camera in the breakout room and just sit there, and they don't get marked absent. They get a 1 out of 100 for the class, which is a log on, but they don't get marked absent. So if that's a concern for you, okay. And if it's an injury or they're sick, they can make that day up as soon as they're healthy once again. And what does a makeup look like? A makeup is basically, just you submitting evidence that says that the kids were active. You can do it yourself by a note that says the date of what they did, what activity they did, and how long they did it for. It should be something that is at least 20 minutes long. Make sure you include the date so they don't just keep reusing that note over again, and a cursive signature so we know that it's really from you. Now they can also show a picture from a pedometer, or they can show something from their phone or some sort of technology that measures exercise for proof that they actually did it. And another one some kids do is a time-lapse video where you do an exercise, but you have your phone set on time-lapse, and then it does a whole 20-minute workout in like 30 seconds. That way I can see all the movements, just to prove kids are not lying to say they worked out when they actually didn't. All right. We want to hold kids accountable, and we want to make sure that everyone is getting their exercise and staying fit. And that's all we have here for Online Fitness. I hope you enjoy the year and looking forward to working with you. See you next time.